Hello, everybody. I am back from Tokyo with all of the things that I picked up. This is not all of it. This is a good majority of the art supplies, or at least a good representation of all of the art supplies that I picked up. I will show you everything. I will show you everything. I'm Melissa, and I just spent 8 days in Tokyo. Just got back yesterday, and the reason I'm filming this right away is because I want to play with everything. So I felt like it would be good to record this as I start to put things kind of in place, um, or find space for all of the things. So I have everything laid out here. I'm just gonna start picking random things up and then get into more and more detail as we go. And then at the end, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to share some of the gifts that we were given because our Japanese friends are very generous. And then also some of like the little souvenir type things that we picked up and saved. And yeah, just some fun little things at the end. But first, we'll start with the art supplies. Um, and I'm just going to like randomly start. And yes, we should swatch as we go. And I'll swatch in my sketchbook that I took with me that is dedicated to the trip. So these are some Cray-Pass oil pastels. I mostly bought this because I thought the box was super cute. They were not expensive. They were like $6 Canadian. But yeah, just little kids oil pastels that are super cute, made by Sakura. So yeah, let's just swatch as we go. I'm gonna turn towards the back. And yeah, I've already swatched these in here, but that's okay. I did manage this trip to get a good amount of clips inside of the biggest art supply store that we went to, which is called Sakaido, in Shinjuku. So I will share some of those. I'm kind of trying to think if I should add clips in here with the art supply haul or if I should just do like a vlog style. I actually didn't end up recording like a ton of the trip itself. Just, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling like pulling out my camera so much. I was just enjoying walking around and like, yeah, just like being in the moment and not having a camera in front of me, like looking at everything through the lens of a camera. And yeah, so I didn't record nearly as much as I have on previous trips. And maybe it's because it was my fourth time there and, it is feeling more and more familiar, which I think is great and I love. Definitely love that Tokyo feels so familiar because it really does. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You'll see as I go to edit this video if I end up adding clips, which maybe is not a bad thing. But I know a lot of you are just here for the art haul, so there we go. Sakura Cray-Pass oil pastels. I think they're oil. They feel like oil pastels. They're like crumbly and not the best quality, but for $6 in a really cute box, that maybe will become a carrier for some other things. Yeah, cute. I should start finding a place to set things aside. Okay. Next, we'll just make some room for my sketchbook. So my favorite drawing pen recently has been the Zig calligraphy pen. It has two ends on it. They're both chisel tip. This one is a 2mm. And then this one is a 5 millimeter, so like super, super chunky. And I've only been able to find the black one, but in Sakaido, they had a whole bunch of colors. I ended up getting 3 of them because I feel like these are colors I would like to draw with. I don't use these for coloring. These are, yeah, like primarily for drawing. And yeah, so I picked 3 colors that I thought would be fun. Believe me, I could have picked more. There they are. Just nice, just nice colors. Zig calligraphy pens. Amazing. I might kick myself for not getting more, but if I can spell calligraphy. There we go. Nice. Happy with those. I'm really happy with those. I also picked up this Pentel brush pen, which I should have known because I've taken one of these on a plane before. I took a blue one and it ended up all over my jeans. And on the way home, on the flight home, I opened this up and yeah, I'm sure you've noticed this. I'll show you later, but I opened this up and the big blobs of pink ink fell on my paper, which thankfully it fell on the paper and not anywhere else. But yeah, this is just super, super pink. Very fun brush pen that will be really fun for art hang parties. Yeah, super pink. I'm thinking now maybe I already have this color. I don't know where my other Pentel brush pens are, but I definitely have a pink, but I don't think I have like a, this is almost fluorescent, almost. Anyway, that'll be fun. And then we have some Holbein color pencils. I was very restrained in the color pencil section because I have like the full 72 set of Prismacolor Premiere. I have a bunch of Derwent Inktense and drawing pencils and everything. I have a lot of color pencils and I don't really use them all that much. So why would I buy more pencils? Because they're lovely. They are lovely. I bought these pencil caps at Daiso. I think it was a set of 8. Yeah, I think it was a set of 8 for $1, 100 yen. And yeah, it's so good. And then while we're talking pen caps, I actually picked up 2 more sets. These are from a different store, but yeah, I don't know if it says the price on the back. Anyway, can't have been more than $1. So lots of pencil caps, which is very handy. Let me just move that out of the way. So yeah, I got, let's see, these have color names on them. Cherry Blossom. I've been using these and I haven't sharpened them, so. Lilac. Scarlet. I actually forgot to buy the red when I was checking out and the guy was scanning my order. I was like, oh, that palette needs a red, so I had to go back and buy it separately. What does that? It's like a big glare on it. Mustard. They're so creamy and nice. Olive green. Michelle Campbell. I know you're watching. Michelle Campbell thank you for insisting that I buy some. This is ultra blue, and this is indigo. So yeah, I think that's a really super nice color palette just to use on its own. Um, I feel like those are my colors. So lovely. So these are gonna live together in my kit and not get mixed in with the other pencils, I think. Does anybody else do that? Do you like keep specific palettes of pencils or something aside so that they don't get all mixed in? Because if they get mixed in, then I'll never use them. But if they're separate, I will use them. So I just think that's so pretty. Oh, lovely. Let's go to the Cup and Noodle Museum. We went to Cup Noodle Museum in Yokohama. And we actually just went to the gift shop. We didn't go actually through the museum. Let me open this up. So these are little washi tapes. How cute. I haven't even unrolled them yet, but this is cup noodle seafood. Let me seafood and curry. Oh, that's a long piece. And the OG. Just think they're so cute. Speaking of cute, just you wait. Yeah, so there they are. Very cute. I did mention, and I should mention here, so next Thursday, March the 5th, at Art Hang Party. Art Hang Party is a weekly live hour-ish long art making session full of fast-paced drawing and a lot of fun that happens here on YouTube live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, except for the last 2 weeks because I've been away on vacation. But there are sessions that were pre-recorded. Anyway, Thursday, March the 5th, we are drawing from photos from my trip to Tokyo, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway as part of that. So if you would like to receive a little bit of these washi tapes, along with some other little stickers and say like ephemera and stuff that I've picked up, if you would like to win a little giveaway, show up to the live on Thursday, March the 5th. And I'm going to pick a couple of names from people who participate in the chat there. Yeah, and then just do a little bit of a giveaway. So these will be included in that, at least a little bit of washi tape. So those are pretty cute. We also picked up this candle. You hear that? And I kind of want to open it because inside is adorable. I'm not going to open it totally, but like you can see. Okay, it's a candle and it's got the filling. I just think it stinks, but it just smells like wax. How cute is that? Okay, I can stick that back down. Ray will never know that I opened that. How sweet. How sweet of a souvenir is that to sit on the shelf? I think that's pretty cute. I'm gonna open this because there's some more cup noodle in here. This is a little box that my friend Meg gifted me. She said she collected like a bunch of different strawberry things like since the last time we saw her last year. And it's pretty cute. Pretty cute that she thought of me throughout the year, I think. This is a little eraser, a little cup noodle eraser. Like, I don't know how you don't buy that. Just as like something to sit on the shelf. I'll never use it as an eraser. Um, but it's pretty cute. And then a little keychain, a little cup noodle keychain. And apparently this little chick is like a big deal for cup noodle. I don't know. It was everywhere in the gift shop, but kind of wish it was just the cup, but that's okay. It's still cute. Yeah, so two little of those guys. What's next? Stamps. So I picked up a couple of stamps at Sakaido. Um, this cute little cat. That's just adorable. Just a little cat. I just thought it was really cute. I have another one of these that I got last time. I got this little strawberry last time because, of course. So those are just cute little stamps. And they're like, I don't know, $1 or $2. So pretty affordable little cuties. And then this stamp I thought would be pretty fun to use in my journal or, I don't know, other things as like obviously it's a frame, but yeah, just to like draw little things inside of. I thought it would be pretty cute. And then I picked up this shimmer ink. So let me show you. It looks pretty cool. I think I did that wrong. Oh no. Yeah, so it's a nice. There you can kind of see the shimmer. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it'd be fun to draw little portraits or something inside of that. Um, just a very sweet little stamp. Yeah. I love stamp. We went to the Tokyo City Flea Market, which is a huge flea market kind of out of the way of the main part of the city. I think it took us about 40 minutes to get there, which is far in Tokyo to get to, but it was nice to go and walk around. It was the biggest flea market I've ever seen, and we've been to some big ones here. But yeah, I picked up this little crocheted strawberry from one of the vendors, and it lived on my purse for the trip. So I got to figure out a place, maybe on my backpack or something, to hang it. And it came with this nice clip, so it shouldn't fall off. Yeah, but cute. Very cute. I got this. This is a pen. I think this is a Pentel. Yeah. I don't know. It's a paintbrush. Looks like it's a number 6, and it's nylon. And I have other similar brushes to this. Actually, it's a little bit different. So I actually thought it was one of these, like a Neo Sable brush. I think it should be fairly similar. The brushes feel pretty similar, and I like using these nylon brushes for gouache and acrylic gouache and stuff, so I thought a nice little flat, I don't know if that's a filbert or something, but yeah, I will have fun using that for sure for like, yeah, acrylic wash and gouache, not watercolor. This is not a watercolor brush. It was like $2. We're getting to the paints stuff. I did not get myself any water. Meg also gave me these little stamps that you can use together or separately, and they're very cute. I will not be able to line them up, I don't think, unless, yeah, okay. So you push down on it, and it stamps. And this one is some cats. How cute. And then this one is a little pencil with a check. And I believe, I don't know if I have any blank washi tape. Let me see if I did that right. Yay! Cute. So these will be fun to use in my journal too. But I think you can put washi tape through here and stamp down and make your own washi tape. Like, see? Yeah, and it has like little perforations and stuff. So I'll have to look later and see if I have any washi tape that I can try that with. But otherwise, they're just really fun, cute stamps. Especially the cats. But the pencil will be really nice for like little notes and stuff. Cute. Okay, well, we're on washi tape subject. I got this from the Trainy Art store, and it's a train washi tape. So I will include some of this in the Art Tank Party giveaway as well. There it is. Very fun. And also in the tape category is this memo tape. I think it's for like kind of post-it like post-it notes, but in tape form, and they are more neon fluorescent than what is showing up here. Actually, that's pretty accurate right there. Pretty accurate. Yeah, so it's like post-it notes. But washi tape, that's pretty cool. So you could write something on there, or perhaps stamp. My alignment is off. Yeah, so those will be handy again for notes and things. Cute. Okay, let me pause and get some water, and then we'll swatch out some paints and things. Okay, I'm back. Let's start with this. These are some really beautiful, I think they called them Japanesque watercolors. I mean, look at that. I'm just going to give them a little bit of a spray. This is gold. This is a gold color. I just saw this in the store and I knew that I would buy it. So they're like the Kiritaki Gonzai Tombi. The consistency and texture is very much like the Kiritaki. But I don't think it's the brand. I don't think this is a Kiritaki paint. So I think it'll be fun to like try to work with just this palette in my sketchbook. So I'm going to pick some photos that I took to fill in my sketchbook and try to just work with these colors. They're so pretty. I'll show you again, like at the end, once all the paints are dry and everything, to see how they dry and what the texture is like and stuff. But just really, really lovely. I'm really happy with these. Next, oh, these are the Japanesque colors. So what are these? I'm gonna have to Google Translate. I'll put the translation up on the screen for what this says. Nakagawa Gofun Inogu Company Limited, made in Japan. Yeah, I'll translate. These are Japanesque colors. And they had a couple of different palettes, but I thought this pastel-y one was really pretty. So let's give these a little swatch. I think this palette would work really nicely too with these more saturated colors. I think it'd be a nice complement. So yeah, really soft, really muted colors, but very, very pretty. Just lovely. It's pale red, pale yellow, pale green, pale blue, pale purple, and pale brown are the colors. And then I had to get these. I just had to. So I have the set of the darker version of these, the granulating colors from Kiritaki. And this is the granulating colors 2 set. So let's swatch these out. When I swatched these before, when I got them, like when I was swatching them in the hotel room, I don't think I swatched them out quite properly because I didn't really get a lot of the granulation happening. So I'm gonna try to make that happen. We'll have to come back and see these when they're dry for sure. So there they are, wet, but I feel like they're gonna look a lot different once they're dried. And I think I'm gonna add a little extra dot of water. I know when you add water, like a little bit of water, it kind of works to separate it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let that dry for a second. And then we'll take a look. I do need to turn the page though, so I'm gonna let this page dry, and maybe we talk about this. Maybe we talk about that, and then we also have watercolor to look at. But okay, let's talk Traveler's Factory. So my plan was to get the passport size. One second. Yeah, so I knew I was gonna get a Traveler's Factory journal. I knew that was like top of my list of things to get. I've wanted it for a long time, and I decided that this trip was the trip to do it. And I had originally thought I was gonna get the passport size. So this is the passport size. Ray ended up getting it, which is why I have it here. But we went to the Traveler's Factory store, and they were sold out. They were actually sold out of a lot of their items, and it was a little bit annoying. But yeah, so we ended up finding this I think we found it at Hands, which is a stationery store, like a more of a department store that has a big stationery section. And they had a ton of passport size things, so journals. So Ray ended up getting one. And when we were at the Traveler's Factory store, he convinced me that this is the size that I need based on what I want to use it for. So I do want to use it as a calendar journal. Memory keeping thing, like a journal. And so the bigger size actually is really more functional. Even though I love the feel of the passport size in my hand, this one is usable. So I had saved a 50 yen coin from one of our previous trips. I was thinking I would make a necklace with it or something, but I think it's just really cute as a little charm on here. I think it works really nice. So this is like 50 cents. But I just think it's really pretty. And I love how it has like the hole in the middle. The 50 yen and the 5 yen have holes in the middle. None of the other coins do. Anyway, this isn't the one that I saved. This is just one that I had in my wallet. So I thought, I'll put it on there. And it's cute. So here's my journal so far. I was using it. I've started to like fill it up. It was my kind of plain activity. So I got one of these plastic folio. I'm going to remove that folio things. And inside of it, I have from the Hobonichi store. I got some little stencil things. So these are. Let me maybe do that. Is that easier to see? No. That easier to see? I don't know. Not really. Okay. Anyway, I got that. And then I got this one. So just like cute little fun stencils. That's backwards. Stencils to use in the journal to kind of make things, I don't know, look cute and consistent. I did pick up these little tabs at the Traveler's store. So those are cute little bookmarks. The sticker is just my friend's cat that was in my makeshift journal that I was using that I just transferred over. I got some of these little sticky tabs from Hobonichi. Yeah. The Hobonichi store was also a little bit of a surprise, and not in a good way. The merchandising in stores in Japan is out of this world. Just the care and attention to detail and the way that they have everything merchandised and displayed and stuff is like aspirational for anybody in retail and just like a joy for shopping. It really is lovely. But the Hobonichi store was like, I wonder if it was under renovation or something and that wasn't the actual store, because it really didn't feel like I was expecting it to feel like for Hobonichi, who takes such good care, at least online from what I see. Like I get their newsletters all the time. And I was just expecting a lot more shoppability, but everything was so tight and compact. And like, I didn't even film anything in there because it just didn't feel like, it just wasn't as pleasant as I was hoping it would be. But anyway, I got this, it's a pocket and like a sticker pocket. So I don't know where I'm going to use that yet. But yeah, it was 350 yen. And this was 314 yen, so $3.14, roughly $3.50. Canadian, roughly. That's how I did my conversion anyway. 100 yen is equal to $1 Canadian in my head. Some more sticker pockets, so I can stick these in if I want like a little extra storage space. I should put one of my business cards in there, actually. The business cards with my website. Extra tabs are little elastics that came with the journal. And so yeah, everything just lives in here. I think this is really handy. I was looking at, they have a cloth version of this, but I think it was like $35. So I went for the $3 plastic version. I did get the calendar insert, the 2026 calendar insert. You can see I've started to add birthdays and things. Yeah. So this is the monthly calendar insert. And then I got the 2026 weekly. I don't know what I'm going to use that bit for, but this is practicing a layout that I saw in one of the Hobonichi videos. This is where my pen, where that brush pen exploded. So it's like big gobs of paint or ink just landed on this page. So it worked. So this is our trip highlighted in pink. And then just kind of starting to use it. So I think what I'll put in all of the Celtics games in time. I think what I'll do is like at the beginning of each month, I will look at the monthly calendar, transfer any important dates over to the weekly and just use it like that. It does have 6 months at a time in each booklet, so I do have another one for the second half of the year. And this came with something. This might have come with the notebook, this sticker, so I just put it on there. And then this is just a blank paper insert. where I copied out the stencils, played with those little stamps, and that's it. I don't love this white paper. I wish it were cream, but I'll show you all of the other inserts that I got. So I have no shortage of options. I picked up this little folio thing. I honestly don't know how it's supposed to sit in here because there's nothing to attach it to. So just right now I have it on backwards, which doesn't feel very usable to me, but I don't necessarily need it, and I don't know that it's going to live in here. Because, yeah, there's the diary. Oh, look, another sticker. That's fun. The notebook guide, 2026 notebook guide. Whoa, it's a lot of inserts. Yeah. So that is my notebook. I also got the pen holder, which I don't know, like, how do you, if you have a traveler's notebook and a pen holder, where do you attach it to? Because it feels wrong to attach it to the leather. It just doesn't feel right. So right now I have it sort of attached to the back of the, call it a folio there, but then when I go to put my pen inside, it's not very secure. But anyway, we'll figure that out. I don't know that I actually need it. This pen is a Uniball Zento. So this is like one of the big viral pen, a version of the big viral pen. The one that is viral, that is selling for like $100 on eBay and stuff like that, has like an actual cap that's magnetic and everything, and it looks very fun and satisfying, the click of it. But this is the exact same pen, just in a push format, and it's just a little ink pen, fine detail. Like, I think it's a 0.5. But yeah, that's how it writes. It's a black ink pen. It's nice, and so that's gonna be my journal pen to sit in there. So I'm really, really happy with this. I got the camel color. There were a couple of, actually, I don't know how many colors were actually in stock at the Travelers store, to be honest with you. But I really like the camel color, and it would have been my choice regardless. So a journal for life right here. I will never need to buy another journal. I will just need to buy the inserts, and I think that is pretty cool. Speaking of inserts, I got a few. I got a whole lot more than a few. They are honestly so cheap. I'll see if some of them have the prices on them so that I can give you an idea, but definitely buying them there versus like buying them in Canada or having to buy them online or something like that. There's like, it just makes, if I've invested in the cover, it just makes sense to set myself up for a while, you know? Anyway, a little Traveler's Factory accessory are these cute little color pencils, which, how do they open? Somebody tell me. Okay. I don't actually, okay, there we go, yeah. So very cute. Let's actually swatch these in here because that's where they will probably be used. I don't know, like, how can you pass up this adorableness? They're so tiny. I I don't even know how to hold them. They're so small. It does come with a little sharpener. Oh, that's so it has the little sharpener, and then that's like a little sandpapery thing, so you can get a really fine tip. That's cute. How? How? It must. Oh, it comes out. Never mind. It's like, how are you supposed to do that? How are you supposed to do that? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay. It's pretty cute. So, ooh. So these, oh, I didn't show you. Just nice little color pencils. Those will be fun. I think that might get annoying in there. I don't know. But I'll keep them in there for now. Cute. Okay. So for inserts, now that I am not distracted by that, I got two. These are blank weeklies. So similar to the calendar that I have in here, but undated. So I thought that would be good for next year. Although, if we go back before this runs out, who knows? I would prefer to have dates on it, but that's okay. I have date stamps. So this is 6 months at a time. So that's another year's worth of weekly calendars. Then I got a couple of these. I think this is from the Traveler's Factory at Tokyo Station, but it is a Tokyo exclusive. I don't know if it's a Tokyo Station exclusive or if it is just a Tokyo exclusive, but I didn't see them. Oh yeah, it would be the Tokyo Station exclusive. Yeah, they weren't at the factory store, the actual Traveler's Factory store, but from the Tokyo Station store. Nice cream paper versus the white that I have in there. So I got two of these. I think these were $6 a piece, so a little bit more expensive than just the regular inserts. But again, when in Tokyo, buy the cute stuff. This is a dotted insert with, looks like MD white paper. Oh, this is a watercolor paper. So like an actual watercolor sketchbook with watercolor paper. I don't know if you can see. So that'll be fun. I think next time I travel, I'll probably take this in here, and that will be my sketchbook. This was a little bit more expensive. I think this was closer, I want to say, to like $15 or $20, which seems like a lot, but it probably is a lot. But that's okay. It says, this is a notebook with watercolor paper on which the colors come out well. It is recommended not only to paint with watercolor, but also to draw with pencil or pen, as well as collage of photos and tickets. Once you finish drawing, you can send it as a postcard, tearing off at the perforation. Hey, that will not be happening. This is a pretty fun one. This is a pretty fun one. This is an accordion sketchbook with the watercolor paper. Yeah, so that'll be pretty fun too. We'll have to find like appropriate times to use these. But it's here. But I have it. And I'll be ready when I need it. And I can add more to this as well. Like I can add more and more inserts, but I don't think I would want it any more chunky than this. Although perhaps I switch out this insert with one of those. 2026 weekly and memo. What's this for? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh, this is the second half of this year. That's what it is. So I have the first half in here, and then this is July onward. That makes sense. I was like, why did I buy two dated 2026? It's just part 2. And then this is a refill for a short trip. What does that look like on the inside? So it's just a really thin one. Probably about half the pages of the one that I have in here, but it's just the cream paper, which is nice. So yeah, I think I'm good. I think I have a good number of inserts in reserve, and I think I'm gonna have fun actually using this as a journal and memory keeper and things like that. But yeah, I'm happy with the watercolor ones. I will enjoy it. I don't think I opened this dotted one, but just white paper with a dot grid. Very smooth, very nice. I don't think they had the dot grid on the cream paper, or I would have got the cream paper. Yeah, I'm set. I'm set for my journal. Cool. Let's set this aside. Is this dry? Can't really see a lot of granulation. I might play with this, with these ones on a separate sheet of paper and really go to town. Like you can kind of see it coming out there, the different colors. Yeah, I'll do that after, and then I'll show you what that looks like. But there's more. I got this apron. I'll show you a video of me modeling it. It's a denim holdline apron that I'm gonna wear whenever I paint, and I hope it gets really nice and paint covered and messy. Yeah, it's gonna make me paint more with my acrylics and oils. Because it just feels like this is just begging for big paint, you know? Big paint apron. It's really cool. Okay, shall we talk watercolor? First of all, just some pen inserts for the Zento And I have a couple of Pilot friction pens. These are really good to use for sewing because they are heat erasable. So I just got some more inserts for that. Very fun. Okay, now we get to it. Oh, and one more thing to clear out of the way is just some pit stick. This is a glue stick. So I just got a couple more refills for this guy. That is just a super handy little glue stick. Okay, paint. Paint. I saw this on our last trip to Sakaido. We were there a couple of times. And it is Sakaido Green acrylic gouache from Turner's. So I just thought, as a cute little memento, to pick this up. And let's swatch this out. I haven't even tried it yet. Very green. My nasty, dirty rag. It's nice and bright. It's a nice bright green that if I were to actually use it, I would muddy it up. Okay. I got some Holbein watercolors and a couple of gouache. So let's take a look. I really thought before, like one of the items on my list to buy was the set of 24 granulating watercolors from Holbein. This is it. This is the set of 24. When Olinda of Olinda's Artistic Oddities was visiting, she generously let me take a little dot of each color, and I was pretty sure I was going to buy this, and I know it is cheaper over there than ever I could get it for here. It was 7,700 yen, which is like 77 Canadian dollars. And I just couldn't pull the trigger. So I'm going to use all of these up. And if by next time we go there, I have used all of these up, then I will get the set. But I felt like for $77, I just could not pull the trigger. But let me swatch these out. I did get 4 colors, and they are 4 colors that I picked up previously that I just really like. So, and I've used all of the tubes that I had. So I thought I would just rebuy what I had. So this is Cherry Blossom Pink. It's just a really nice, soft, muted pink. They're not like the most granulating of watercolors, but they're still lovely. This is Pampas Grass Yellow. This is Japanese Bush Warbler Green. And Peafowl Green. Really pretty. Let me see if I can. get a little extra granulation happening here. Again, I think we're going to need to wait for these to dry before we see the full results. But pretty. I got a little contamination in the pink here. Okay. And then I got some watercolors, and I think I got 2 gouaches. So I'll get these all out. I'll show you the colors, and then I'll do like a speed swatch on them. A lot of them are refills for colors that I already have, and then there are a couple of new colors. But I find that the colors that I already have are colors that I use a lot. Like, I love the palette that I've built over the years. So just buying refills was the plan, and then there were a couple of colors that I felt like I was missing over time. So yeah, let me show you, and I'll let you know which ones are new. But this is Gamboge Nova, my very favorite yellow. So that's a refill. Quinacridone Magenta is a refill. And Turquoise Blue is a refill. And these 3 colors here are, if ever I could only pick 3 colors to use for the rest of my life, would be these 3 colors right here. I love it as its own little palette. I love them in combination with everything else. And yeah, they're just the best, the best, the best. Permanent Yellow Lemon is new. I felt like I was missing like a yellow in my palette. I have like a bunch of warm yellow, Quinacridone Gold, Gamboge Nova, things like that. I think they're very warm. And so I felt like I needed a more true yellow. I think somebody would call it a cool yellow if you subscribe to that kind of a thing. I don't know. I just don't know enough about it to talk warm or cool. But new is a Jaune Brilliant number 1. So Yellow Brilliant number 1. I have not swatched that out yet. I have not swatched any of the new stuff out yet. So Shell Pink is a refill. Just a really pretty soft pink. Indigo is new. I have a Jackson's Indigo, but I thought I would get a Holbein just because I like Holbein. This is new, Verditer Blue. Helen, what's your last name? I'll link her below. Uses this in a lot of her palettes, and I just think it's really pretty. So that one is new. This is a gouache. This is Opera. Can never have too much Opera pink. So that is new. Also, Smalt Blue Gouache. This is a refill, and it's just a lovely color. I'm curious to see... Well, this one, the Verditer Blue looks a lot more blue than Smalt, so we'll see. And one is watercolor and one is gouache. Ultramarine Deep is a refill. Just a really lovely blue. Van Dyke Brown is a refill. I bought a small little tube of it here, and so I'm excited to have more of it in my life. Van Dyke Brown. Shadow Green is a refill. Really super nice dark green. Vermilion is a refill. Just a pretty red. And Lavender is a refill. So not too many new colors, but a good amount to play with. So I'm gonna speed things up for you and do a quick little swatch of everything. All right. There are the colors. You can see that this one has really started to work some magic. That's the peafowl green. And then, yeah, all the other colors. Here I mixed the opera and the smalt blue to see what kind of purple that would make. Is very magenta. This is the verdider. I don't know how you say that. Blue. And then the lemon, was it called permanent yellow lemon? And then the Jaune Brilliant #1. I got this one because I wanted a buff titanium, but they didn't have buff titanium, so that was the closest thing that I could find to it. Yeah, lovely. The indigo's beautiful. Really happy with the additional new colors, and just have been loving my existing colors. So these are not all of the Holbein watercolors that I have, but they're the ones that I felt like I needed refills for. So yeah, I think that's all of the art supplies. Looking around, I think that's everything. So let me clear away this, and then I'll show you just like the fun little extras and things, the candy, all the food, all the little like knickknacks and gifts and things. So give me 1 second to do a little bit of a spruce, and I'll be right back. Okay. Just in order of randomness, I got some little cat treats for Pearly. This is a tuna puree and bonito puree. I'm pretty sure she's not going to like the bonito puree, but I thought might as well give it a try. She loves tuna though. So they're just little, I think they're like just little pouches. So squeeze some of that out for her. see what she thinks. Yeah, pretty cute. I'm gonna show you this tote bag that I got from Manhattan Records. It is very rare that I get something cool with a little bit of a monogram on it, so I thought the M was really nice. I also picked up some little buttons to go with, some little buttons. So pretty cute. I'm just gonna start putting stuff in the bag. Okay. Also at Muji, we've just picked up this little desk calendar. So that's gonna sit just on, I think, Ray's desk. You thought that was nice, so a little calendar. I got this little photo album. Remember printed photos? I still have some from last year's trip that I don't have a home for, so I'm gonna fill this up with photos from our trip to Tokyo last year. I did not take my film camera this year, though I did take my little toy camera. I don't know where those are. Oh, yes I do. Okay. Anyway, I'll show you those during a sketchbook tour. So back to this cute little strawberry box from my friend Meg. We went to Yokohama, and we actually met her there as well. She came to join us, and they had there was a strawberry festival happening, which I was very excited about because I love strawberries. I've always loved strawberries. Since I can remember, I loved strawberries. I used to draw strawberry people, like, I'm not just jumping on the bandwagon with strawberries. So they had a gachapon with little strawberry characters, and first I got this little chocolate guy, and then I think they call it roll. I rolled again, and then I got this little white strawberry, which is very cute. So those are gonna live on my little shelf. I just think they're adorable. Okay, just grabbing things that are in front of me. Uh, Sake containers, glasses. This one I'm going to use to drink out of. I think it's going to be really cute for like a little wine glass or something like that. It's just really pretty. I got it at, what store was it? Doesn't matter. But it was like a little $3 pickup by the counter type of throwaway something or other. But like, how can you just throw that glass away? It is so pretty. It is so pretty. So I'm going to use that as like a cup. And then we were at a restaurant and they served us sake in this little glass bottle. And again, it's just too cute. So I'm going to propagate a plant in this one. And it will be a little cute little souvenir. Next, at a lot of the restaurants, they had this red pepper spice, and it was really good. Like I would shake it in my ramen, and it just added a really nice flavor, like a little bit spicy, but it's really good. So we popped into a grocery store on one of our walks, and I picked up a couple, one for me, and then two for my dads. One for each of my dads, because I think that they both like spice. So yeah, so cute. And they were like 90 cents. How can you go wrong? Let's look at some more cute things from Meg. Oh, those are different. She knows I like strawberries, so she said as she's going about her day and she sees something cute and strawberry, and she thinks of me, she'll pick it up. So just like sweet little Ziploc bags, or not Ziploc, but you know, sealy bags. Yeah, cute. Cute. So I'll include like a couple of those in that little giveaway that I was talking about. March 5th at 7 p.m. art hang party. These I picked up at a 100 yen shop. So yeah, cute little strawberry envelopes. I'll include a couple of these in that giveaway. Nice little gold seal. Meg gave me these little strawberry napkins. So sweet. I now have 2 packs of strawberry napkins. Thank you, Marie Louise. Animal stickers, sweet little cats. Very cute. These little notebooks I picked up from the Hobonichi store. 660 yen. They're just little notebooks, little gridded notebooks. They were too cute. They were just too cute. So Ray's already started using one, I think. Just like candy to, you know, throw in your bag, take notes, and fun stuff. Meg also made these. So one of the nights, Ray had a gig with friends that he's met on Twitch, that we've met on Twitch. And this is their second year of doing the Union Dance Party. Union Dance. And Meg had these little candy containers printed up. So I just think it's pretty sweet. And she gave us each one. So we have one sitting on the shelf, and I'm gonna see if I can open this guy. They're just little hard candies. Yeah. I would eat that right now, but I'll eat it later. Um, so nice. Like this, she's so thoughtful. Speaking of also Meg, she gave us these really beautiful tea tins. So I think it's matcha inside of here. It just says green tea, but it's like feels like it's a powder, so I have to believe that it's matcha. But these tins, they're like fabric, like they're coated in a, come on. Did I mention that we got back last night, and so I'm probably a little bit jet lagged. Okay. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so it's like really pretty fabric. So these I will definitely save once we drink all of the tea. But how pretty. Little trinket boxes. And likely delicious, delicious tea. Something I picked up from 7-Eleven. These little strawberry mints. I have not tried these. But check out how they do the mint containers. Like, how thoughtful is that? I'm gonna have one of these now. Oh, they smell really good. Wish you could smell that. Tasty. Also from 7-Eleven. These little strawberry chocolates. Just how do you pass up the adorable packaging? I don't know. We bought these for a snack one evening, and they were so good. So we bought some to share with friends. I'm going to take one into the office. We're probably going to eat one, and then Ray's going to take one to share at one of his weekly gigs. Yeah, they're so good. It's like a matcha chocolate and then a biscuity cookie. So yummy. Okay, I just had to finish that mint. Of course, you have to get Kit Kats when you're there. Matcha is always a good choice. It doesn't get any better than matcha. And we've gotten the strawberry ones before, but these are strawberry shortcake, which feels new. So I'm excited to try these. Have not tried them yet, but can't go wrong with Kit Kats, can you? These were from our friend Naya, who Ray played a gig with played at his party. It was like a much bigger gig than the Union Dance one. But yeah, these are. I'll have to put the translation up on screen, but they're really delicate, almost like truffles. And each one is a different flavor. We've had a matcha one and I think a strawberry flavor one. I don't know if there's any matcha left. But yeah, they all look to be a little bit different. Inside is like a really delicate, like a cake ball. It's kind of that texture, but a little more special. Yeah, so those are really yummy. I think I don't know. I'll put the translation of what they're called on the screen, but delicious. And then our friend Stunning Moon, who is a DJ that we know from Twitch. We've known for years, but we just met her this trip. She brought some treats from her town of Yokohama, which we visited. And these are some, I think they're like rice crackers. We haven't opened them yet, so I don't really want to open them until we're ready to eat them because I don't want them to go stale. That's a Yokohama treat. And then also these chocolate strawberry cakes from Yokohama, which are famous. And we have tried one. They come in these little packs, so really nice and convenient. And it's like a chocolate cake with a strawberry cream filling, and it is so good. It is so good. She actually gave us 2 boxes of these. I think one was a different flavor, and then 2 packs of the crackers, but we were really limited with space in our suitcases. In fact, I had to buy a second suitcase to bring all of my goodies home. It was a carry-on, so it's going to be handy anyway, but yeah, we definitely wouldn't have had room to bring very many more things home. But super thankful for the generosity. And then Meg also gave us this bag of candy. Just like super like inexpensive, cheap candies and things that she thought would be pretty fun, which is definitely pretty fun. So I'll just show you quickly everything, and if I don't know what it is, I'll try to pop a translation up on screen. But this is a big katsu, which I have to believe is kind of like a jerky. Katsu is usually like a fried chicken or something like that. So we'll see what that is. A strawberry ring pop. Cute. Looks something chocolatey. Some little, I don't know, something cute. We see these in like 7-Eleven and Family Mart all the time, but we've not tried them. It's another big katsu. Cute little ice cream cone, marshmallow ice cream cone. Corn potage. These look like candy cigarettes, which we're not allowed to sell here anymore. Little fruit candies. Definitely not sure what these are, but they look fun. Like little milk jugs, powdered milk or something. Little grape candies. Another little marshmallow cone. Little, I forget what these are called, but they're like little pancakes with a filling. These little, looks like birth control or something. They're kind of like Smarties, but they definitely have a different flavor. Very cute. Little, I think these are like corn chips. Little carrot. Super cute. And kind of looks like mango, but I don't know. Or potato chip or something. Very different. Very different. This one I picked up at, I think it was like a Family Mart or something. I don't know what it is. A mini cola, something or other, but it may be too cute to open. Little chocolates. This is delicious. It's like a creamy filled chocolate. Little orange candies and a little matcha marshmallow type thing, which is delicious. And that is everything. I just opened up the Kit Kats and look how cute. So I'm gonna try that I'm going to try that after. But thank you so much for hanging out, watching me unbox all of the things that I picked up. It was nice for me to remember everything that I got. And I can't wait to play with it all. So I think maybe I'll record a couple of sketchbook sessions over the next little while, because I do want to fill up my travel sketchbook with everything from the trip. So that will happen, and I'm only going to use the supplies that I either took or bought while I was away. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Don't forget to come hang out for Art Hang Party on Thursday, March the 5th, if you want to be included in that little giveaway that I'm going to be doing. And get some of the cute little stickers and things, washi tapes and the like. So to be part of that, you just have to come and participate in the chat, and then I'm going to pick a couple of names, and then we'll see who wins. And it should be open worldwide as long as Canada Post accepts mail to that location. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. If you have any questions at all, let me know. If you have a favorite of anything that I shared with you, let me know. If you think that I missed something that I should add to my list for next time, because there will be a next time, let me know. But yeah, I'm really happy with everything that I got, and I'm really excited to start using that traveler's journal and actually start remembering my life. Yeah, anyway, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.